Hi, my name is Tebogo Mahlohela, and today we'll be discussing the VLOOKUP function in Microsoft Excel. Right. From our previous exercise 3 in Excel that we have completed during class hours, of which applies to these highlighted columns, I've taken the liberty of adding the person ID to simplify your understanding of the search pertaining to the VLOOKUP function, as well as having added the lookup function column, of which would normally be empty, right? As well as having exemplified the VLOOKUP function of the person ID number 1, which is now known as Simone. Right. So for this purpose, we are going to continue and for the person ID number 2 in row 3. So by clicking anywhere, we will establish a lookup function, but to make it more concurrent, we will click on the empty space next to where the name applies. All right, sharp. So in this case, we will start with Barbara. For exemplary purposes, that name shall remain anonymous. Bear with me now. For person ID, of which the lookup value, we shall use the person ID number 2 as the lookup value. So by clicking and selecting the empty space under the lookup function column to the row of which the search is pertaining to, by pressing the FX function, the insert function table will pop up, and by so doing we will look up the VLOOKUP, right, most notably in all, and then typing it all out. All right. No, that did not give me what I want, so we shall start again. So under all, we shall go to VLOOKUP. There we go. My Excel is a bit older, so yes. So using the person's ID number 2 as the lookup value, and specifying by highlighting, clicking and highlighting the columns to which this search is pertaining to. So this column is our column which includes our lookup value, as well as our search column. We need to find out what is in this column regarding our third row party member, of which the person ID is number 2. Right. We have established the lookup function inserted the lookup value as number 2, A3, right, as well as the table array, right, of information pertaining to our search. Please do not make this extensive, preferably the column containing selected lookup value and the column regarding our search. Selecting the column index number to which the search is pertaining to, we need to establish the column for those purposes. For exemplary purposes, again I repeat that this name is unknown to us until we have completed the VLOOKUP function. So, is it column 1 to which our search is pertaining to, or column 2? It's column 2, since column 1 is our lookup value of which we have selected. Therefore, we want this section in this table in context to table 1. So this would not make any sense to the VLOOKUP function. Therefore, we need to insert by typing the column of which our search regards to. Therefore, the range lookup function should be logical. In fact, that it should be true, being the closest or approximate match, or false, being the most accurate, preferably the exact match. Right. And in this case, lastly, selecting a range lookup function of which is a logical value to find the closest match in the column, sorted in ascending order, which is true. Right? False being the exact match. Again, I repeat. So, for this instance, we are going to use false. Which regards to our, in regards to our most exact match. There we have it. We have Barbara. By clicking OK, we have Barbara. And just by repeating these steps, I will go on for Alice by pressing the fx function, looking up the VLOOKUP function, VLOOKUP. Let's try it one more time and see. There we go. In the insert function table, therefore we have function arguments table. The lookup value to which our search is pertaining to is Alice, but for now, for exemplary purposes, that name shall remain anonymous. So column A, column 1 is the person's ID. So ID number 3 shall be used to find column 2, of which shall remain anonymous. So by highlighting the column to which the lookup function is found, as well as highlighting the column to which our search is pertaining to, as well as typing out the second column to which our search is pertaining to again. The range lookup, since this is in a ascending order from 1 up until 32 ending with Agnes, Therefore, we can put through and see what our results will yield. There we go. But if this were in a mixed up situation, we would not be able to. Again, I repeat, just to show you. Number 5 for anonymous, a table array will be those two columns to which our search is pertaining to, as well as the column number to which regards our search. Let's see if this is in fact not a misconception but a fact. Right. And it says Sam. We have highlighted that number 5 is Linda, but it shows Sam. You see, under Linda it will give us Sam, because this is not in ascending order. Right. Understanding the VLOOKUP function, to which we can ascertain the values for any column, and therefore we shall manually autofill and let it automate all the VLOOKUP functions, the rest of the VLOOKUP functions as they are. Linda, under Linda, Sam, where Sam should be under number 5, there on and so forth. Thank you. This has been a pleasure showing you this VLOOKUP function. Check out my blog, sites.google.com/view/T Mahlohela. Thank you.